So the last thing here that we're going to talk about is something called the auxiliary head course define. So this is basically the one that we can see out here to the right. So we have this E here. So we have the course define lead guided assigner, which is basically when we're doing our predictions, final predictions for network. It is really far down in the network, so downstream in the network. So it would actually be the last layers of a neural network where we actually do the predictions. And then because this final prediction layer is at the end of the neural network, it can actually be beneficial to add this auxiliary head course define block here in the middle of your network. And it can give a lot of advantages while you're actually training a neural network. So the idea behind it is that you actually supervise the detection head as you're actually training your neural network in the middle. So you basically just add this head here, as you can see over to the right. We have the ground truth, we have the assigner, we have the loss, then we have a lead head. So this is the end of our neural network. But then we can actually have this course here going around. We can compute the loss for auxiliary head in, for example, the middle of the neural network. And then we basically just supervise the neural network in the middle of the neural network, what type of prediction that it actually needs to do. So we actually just take some kind of feedback here from the end to the middle of the neural network. So we actually just make sure that we're on track to do the right predictions in the middle of the network. And it is actually really good for training your neural network. So while you're training the neural network, you're actually just supervising this detection head as well as the head that is actually going to make the predictions. So you just supervise the both heads and making sure that your neural network is actually on the correct path while you're training it. So the accelerator head here, it doesn't really train as efficient as the final head because there's less network between them. So here you will have if you have your accelerator head in the middle, then you will have all the training before that. Then you try to make the prediction in the accelerator head, but then you don't really have that much of neural network or network before that as you have in the final layers that you're doing the predictions. So it doesn't really train as efficient as the last layer, but it's actually really good. And then they can experiment with different kind of levels of supervision for this head. So they can settling on a course to define definition where supervision is passed back from the head. And then you can do this supervision here at earlier steps in your actual neural network while it's training. So this is actually really beneficial. It is a really cool technique to do just to make sure that your neural network is actually on the correct path while it's training instead of waiting until the end. And then you just do your backpropagation based on the laws at the end of the neural network. But here you're basically training your neural network while you're supervising it on the go.